Hello and welcome back to the Marvel Snapper, where we have the biggest sunspot energy. We aim to make portrait style video for free to play players of Marvel Snap, but everyone is welcome. So today we will be playing our Spectrum Destroyer deck, which we spoke about in the last video. This is a deck that is upgrade or side grade, I should probably say, of our previous Pool 2 ongoing Spectrum deck, which I have right over here. So previously we just had a bunch of ongoing cards that in the final turn we could use Spectrum to buff these ongoing cards. Spectrum being a 6-cost 5 power card with an on-reveal ability, give your ongoing cards plus 2 power. And that was particularly powerful in the context of cards like Iron Man, who has a 0 power but an ongoing ability to double your total power at the location. So potentially you could get, instead of plus 8 at the location, could get plus 16, which is particularly powerful, or you could spread your power out over a couple of lanes using the buff. However, we have a new card called Destroyer. Destroyer is a card that reads it's 6 cost, 15 power. On reveal ability, destroy your other cards. Now, how does this work in terms of an ongoing deck? Well, it turns out there's a lot of ongoing cards that can negate the downside of Destroyer. Cards like Armor, a 2-cost 3 power card with an ongoing ability. Cards at this location can't be destroyed. Hence, the Destroyer cannot destroy your cards and destroy your board. We can use Cosmo, a 3-cost 3 power card with an ongoing ability. On reveal, abilities won't happen at this location. So the Destroyer's on reveal ability, destroying your other cards, won't destroy your board. And lastly, we can use Professor X, a 5-cost 3 power card with an ongoing ability, lock down the location. Cards cannot be added, removed, etc. And that means the Destroyer cannot destroy the cards that are hidden under Professor X. And using a combination of these 3 ongoing cards, we can negate the downside of Destroyer and play a large 15 power unit onto the board. It also helps that these 3 cards, Armor, Cosmo, and Professor X, are just generally good tech cards in Marvel Snap, and can be used to shut down the opponent's game plan. For example, using a Cosmo in a Wong lane, using Armor against a Destroy deck, using Professor X when there's an open lane out, so it can be very advantageous. And of course we can still use Spectrum as an alternative win condition. Otherwise, the other cards are just the best ongoing cards we have in our collection. I think Howard the Duck and Iron Lad could fit very well into this deck archetype. But those are cards we don't have access to yet. But I think that could be a very interesting way to take the deck, and I haven't seen anyone try that before. Anyways, our ongoing cards include Warpath, a 4-cost 5 power card that has an ongoing ability if any of your locations are empty, plus 4 power. This could potentially be a 4-cost 9 power card. It is important to note that against Galactus, if there's only one lane, then Warpath does not get the bonus. Other cards include Captain America, a 3-cost 3 power card that probably doesn't see much play, but has an ongoing ability. Your other cards at this location have plus 1 power. Punisher, so Captain America could be potentially a 3-cost 6 power. Punisher, a 3-cost 2 power card that has an ongoing ability plus 1 power for each opposing card at this location, potentially becoming a 3-cost 6 power as well. Mr. Fantastic, a 3-cost 2 power card that has an ongoing ability. Adjacent locations have plus 2 power, so potentially a 3-cost card that can give you 6 potential power. Lizard, a 2-cost card that has 5 power, that has a negative ongoing ability that it gives -4 power if your opponent has 4 cards here. Colossus, a 2-cost 3 power card that has an ongoing ability, can't be destroyed, moved, or have its power reduced, which is good with a destroyer because destroyer cannot destroy Colossus. We've got Armor, we spoke about Armor already, and we've got Ant-Man, a 1-cost 1 power card that has an ongoing ability if you have 3 other cards here plus 3 power, so potentially a 1-cost 4 power card. And that's the deck, a very simple deck and a very beginner-friendly deck in terms of the card composition. You can sort of transition this into a Professor X Atuma kind of deck, which is a relatively controlling list, which usually also plays Nebula, unfortunately. But yeah, potentially upgrade to this particular deck archetype. We're quite close to the start of the next season. After the season resets, we're not able to play these interesting, fun decks. This is very unfortunate.
Avengers! Assemble.
Let's hope they don't play anything into the left lane. They did. Spectrum just gives +2 power. I don't think there's a way for us to win this, unfortunately.
Escaped.
Opponent is cooking up something very interesting. Yeah, if we had Warpath into the left lane, that would have been optimal, I think. But we did not draw Warpath in time. What is with the big house?
Avengers! Assemble.
I'm gonna lock down the middle lane. How much does Hitmonger cost too? I don't know where the real Slim Shady is there. Is this the real Slim Shady? It was not the real Slim Shady. That big house location really messed us up. And for the life of us, we cannot get any destroyer boosters. Okay, no big house. No big house. Cool. Alright. Okay, this looks good. Huh. Play left. Go left. Go left. Nah, damn.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Spectrum's kinda fire though. We played Destroyer exactly 0 times. Yep. So hopefully we win the middle lane. Did this get debuffed? It did. Far out. Oh, we lose a bunch of power from Warpath there. That's kind of bad. Nice.
Victory.
So is it the case that you can only get boosters for cards you play? I don't think that's necessarily true. Oh, this location gets me every time. Kitty Pride. Cosmo. And then hopefully we're pretty much safe to play in any location, right? No! We just need to leave enough space for Destroyer.
Avengers! Assemble. Assemble. Okay. We're hoping to draw Destroyer or Spectrum here.
drew Ant-Man. I suppose that's the best we could do. His hand is full. I don't think we win this. This is all pool 2 cards right here. Pool 2 central. That Asteroid M really messed with me. I've got a couple of big kitty prides to deal with. I don't think there's any possibility we win this. The center location will be pretty full. I just need to play 4 cards in the center, right? I'm pretty sure the right is a lost cause with that Hela. This is a handful of kitties. Alright. We're not doing very well with the deck, but I feel like the deck has a bit of potential. So we're gonna keep playing for a little bit, see how we go, and then we'll decide and give our deck a rating. It's definitely better than the Negasonic one, I think. But we need to draw our cards. Don't tell me we're playing against Agatha. We do like drawing cards. That is a cool thing to do. I think we need to armor that up. We'll play Lizard here, and then we'll play Colossus here. X-Forge, and that's Deadpool. I think we X the middle. Honestly, I would love to destroy her, but the correct decision is probably Spectrum. Oh! Damn. Well played by the opponent. Well played. I thought we had that one. So maybe Prof X was not the correct play? Although our left lane wasn't particularly strong. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it was probably as strong as could get if we sort of spectrumed, right? That's probably the upper range of the power output the deck could possibly provide. Oh, not Asteroid M. I think we need to we need to armor the Asteroid M. Because, add a copy to your hand. Oh, this is big sunspot energy right here. Draw a card. Oh, that's nasty. Well, that's a bit sad. Professor X. Don't go right. That's a lot of sunspot energy. It's kind of bad. None of these things win us the game.
Escaped.
Alright, we got some destroyer boosters. Nice. Now the other question is this the correct set of cards for the deck? Do we need an Iron Man? Let me just check something. Ongoing. Oh, Luke Cage. Devil Dino. Invisible Woman, Ebony Moore. Alright. We will revisit with some other cards at some point. After a bit more experimentation. I think we are having a bit of trouble getting our big cards down. Unfortunately. Is it a Prof X in the left lane kind of angle? Soulstone. It's a big ass Soulstone. Oh, the Power Stone's out.
Assemble.
Cosmo. I mean, that's probably the move, right? Dino. Alright. Wish me luck. Oh! Damn, Cosmo. Alright, you got me. You got me. You got me real good. I'm sorry. These decks aren't doing very well. The last couple of videos, unfortunately. I feel like the costs of the deck are very awkward. Like, you just want to play one extra card every game, kind of thing. Maybe Zabu? Oh, jeez.
I am Ego, and this is my domain.
Opponent snapped.
Snap on Ego. Alright, Ego. What you got for me? What you got? Shocker. So we're against we are against Patriot. Watch my whole board get destroyed.
When
Oh,
paid
Ego.
my hand.
Ein lad. Oh, that's kind of bad.
It's clobbering time!
This is not very good. Dr. Doom. Well, we tried, folks. We tried. We played the Destroyer. Alright. Let's just do a couple more matches. I know it's a long video, but just want to get a few more reps in with the deck, see what it feels like. And then we'll end the video with our thoughts and how well we think the deck performs and the direction we want to take the deck. Crimson Cosmos. It's not very good for us. My name Jeff. All right. That probably has to be it, right? Woo, baby!
Victory.
Okay, that was not a win we were expecting to take. But we'll take him. We'll take him. It's important to note that Destroyer there would have also won the game. And probably much more convincing fashion. Give him a Spidey emote. Alright. Alright, this is what the deck is supposed to do. We're doing the deck things. So we got 17 power on the right. Enchantress. Woo! That's an animation, boys! Alright. So that is what the deck is supposed to do. We did the thing. It felt alright. Yeah. So, let me just check. I can't remember what series Professor X is. Whoops. Professor X is a Series 1 card, is it? Alright. Yeah, so this is a good, I guess, entry level into the Pool 3 deck lists. It only requires Destroyer as your Pool 3 card. It's got potential, I would say. There are many ongoing cards you can choose from. I think previously this deck was probably a bit better, but now in the current meta game there are a lot of other decks that put a lot of stats on the board, ranging from Destroy to Darkhawk and Dino kind of decks to combo decks with Wong. This card puts a lot of power on the board. So there are a lot of decks that put a lot of power on board, and this may not be able to compete with some of those decks in terms of power output. If power output is the objective, then you would need to sub in things like Iron Man into the deck or Devil Dino into the deck. However, if it's the lockdown kind of a route you're taking, then maybe Claw would be a better substitution into this particular deck. As it currently stands, the deck did not particularly perform well in the games that we've played. However, there is a room for surprise factor with Spectrum, and Destroyer himself is able to put a large body onto the board on the final turn. I would suggest a few upgrades to the deck once you have access to those cards. I think morphing into the Atuma Destroyer or Atuma Professor X kind of shell would be really cool. Or you can move more into the Destroy direction and build a deck with like Nimrods and Venoms and cards of that nature with Destroyer. But yeah, I would give this current deck maybe a 4 out of 10, a 3 to 4 out of 10. It's better than that last deck showcased with the Negasonic, because that deck just didn't have any power output at all, and that needs to be modified. This deck is better than that deck. It's got a game plan that can win in certain situations, but it just doesn't have the power output to compete with the other decks. It's good that it's got certain tech pieces. However, you need those tech pieces in certain positions in order to execute your game plan with Destroyer. I think you perform a lot better if you know you have the Destroyer or the Spectrum in hand. You know what direction to take the deck in. If you've got the Warpath in hand, you know which lanes to play in, etc. This is not a deck that can go particularly wide. You need to pick and focus on the 2 lanes that you want to beat. It's not like Patriot where you can sort of spread out all your power. You know, this is a focus, pick 2 lanes and win. Anyways, that's enough about the deck. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Actually, before I go, we are just mentioning on the side that we have unpinned Shana, unfortunately. And the next deck, next card we want to get is Living Tribunal. We have a lot of different builds in mind, potentially, with this card. Hulk seems to be quite an excellent card, just for big final turn bomb that we can just put down. Shocker looks fantastic in reducing the cost of cards, and you always know cost reduction is king in card games. And Affliction seems like a very interesting mechanic as well. The Thing seems to be quite a fantastic card to cut down on your opponent's power. And yeah, just a very interesting set of cards that I think you could use to build a whole range of different decks. After High Evolutionary, I think we're going to build Thanos. So we'll be saving up collector tokens for them. And then we've got to see what they do with Galactus, because Galactus is going to be nerfed by the sounds of it in the next patch or something like that. So we'll be excited to play with the new Galactus after we get High Evo Thanos. Yeah, and then we're just going to progress up the collection ladder, see what we unlock, and then build decks accordingly. Shana I really like, but as a Patriot player myself, I have been getting killmongered quite a bit. So that sort of puts a dampening onto my enthusiasm for the deck. I know I'm going to get a killmongered as a Thanos player as well, as a Thanos enjoyer, but you know, that's just part of the game. But High Evo is my next token purchase, and hopefully I'll be able to get him in the next few weeks. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you all next time. Bye now.